You recently talked on your podcast about this new CDC order extending
Yeah.
the moratorium on evictions. And I'm interested to get your take on it. And I think others would be interested to hear how you think this is going to impact landlords and the rental market. And, do you see this extending then again? It seems like it just keeps extending. Are we just kicking the can down the road and what will
Wow,
the impact be?
God, lots of stuff there. So
Yeah.
first and foremost, I without picking sides, the fact that Congress hasn't come out to help the American people with a second stimulus is a crime, in my opinion, and they all need to be voted out of office. All of them, reds and blues, left and rights, all of them need to go, because the American people, especially the bottom rung retail restaurants, have been hurt, and it is 100% government's fault. All of them. They told you your job's not essential and told you to stay home. The fact that you're not helping them it's a crime, in my opinion. So the fact that the fact that CDC came out and it created an eviction moratorium was crazy. Total blindside. Who knew CDC had the power to impact contracts, which in our U.S. Constitution is illegal for government to do. Illegal. It's in the Constitution. And oh, by the way, the person who signed the executive order to make this happen is a Republican and a real estate guy. The fact that he let this happen is surprising. Is it right? Right's too hard for me to answer. It's understandable. But I think what is happening is we are putting the burden, the cost on mom and pop landlords. And that is unfair. I believe, again, I understand. Don't hear me wrong. I understand something had to be done. And the people that are paying the price are mom and pop landlords. And there are going to be some people that lose their properties. There will be less mom and pop landlords, which is going to be unfortunate for them. It's also going to be unfortunate for tenants, because just like rent control, the outcome of this crisis is going to be less affordable homes and less rental units, because you have people that will lose them, that will go back and Wall Street will buy them and they'll do what they do with them. The people that finally get through this will be, I'm never doing that again, and sell. They're going to kick tenants out, remodel, and sell the owner occupants, because why keep a rental when you get more money? Like I just said, $199 to $219, that's $20,000 in profit. We are going to have a lot less mom and pop landlords and a lot less rental units next year this time. And that is a darn shame. I do think again, you have to appreciate it, right? I try to be a good human being all the time. I like the caveats. The tenant has to make less than 99 grand a year. I love the fact that landlords now have the ability to evict bad tenants. Because one of the things, at least in California, was when the only politician I talk bad about is Gavin Newsom. He's a communist of nth degree who thinks he's smarter than everybody. It's just not true. He created an executive order that I couldn't evict a drug dealer. That is unacceptable.
Wow.
There are reasons you should be able as a landlord to evict people from private property who I have a signed contract in that is supported by the U.S. Constitution. And the fact that he created rules that I couldn't do that is unacceptable. So the fact that CDC order allows me to do that, I feel good about. I can still run a business. I am hopeful that at some point the government comes in with money for mom and pop landlords who are struggling, because I think them losing properties that most of them sacrificed years to buy is so unfortunate, so unfortunate. And then the last thing I'll say about this, because again, I've been a landlord for 20 years. This is not even the hardest year to be a landlord. And I think some people don't realize that. The hardest year to be a landlord was 2006, because I was losing tenants to become owners because of the funky lending done by Wall Street. That was my most unprofitable year, because what kills landlords normally is unit turns. And my unit turn rate was unacceptable in 2006 because people were buying homes when that they shouldn't. This is tough. I think I'm down $50,000 since March from tenants who are clearly playing games, who are clearly going to live in one of my properties for 12 to 15 months rent free because of the government. That sucks. 50, which it will be probably 80 to 90 grand by the time it's all done. I think that's criminal. And it started with Newsom and was extended by the CDC order and our president. It's not okay.